face.
Hello and welcome back to Captain of Industry Update 3. In the last episode we got our furnace, stackable modular furnace array started but not completed. I couldn't get the resources in time before the length of the video. But as you can see, it's now up and running, and I did a couple of changes. If I can get out of this mode, thank you. I redesigned the some of the molten flow pipe, molten channels and things like that, because I had them going down at the bottom. I thought to myself, at the end of the day, that's not very modular. I would have to delete items to be able to get it in. But now I made it so it's gone over the top. I can now push down. I've done the same with the copper. I rearranged everything, belted it all around, tidied it up a little bit, made it look a little bit neater. And this also could be copied down and made modular, which is I'm pretty happy with. We've been letting the game run a little bit. I had a bit of a problem with fuel, so I had to add in my second distillery and added in a couple of extra pumps to continue, and the fuel is pretty much getting back on par. And I think food was a bit short, so I added in another food farm. So we're now going to be building onto. I also deleted the furnace right down here, so all the iron is now being made up here, and it is being brought down, which is causing the trucks to be a bit busy. So we're going to start by moving our buildings down here up here, and if we've got time and enough resources, we'll get the concrete done as well. So let's go ahead and get some things planned here. Firstly, I'm going to need some oops, let's get rid of that button, get rid of that one. Need some bridges or ramps, as they are called, and I'm going to shove them in front of these boxes. That means the larger vehicles can travel over the top, as they can't go underneath belts. I think they can go underneath really high belts and pipes now. Only the initial ones, these guys, the small excavators. And the tree cutters possibly, but the larger ones definitely can't, I'm sure. But I swear I read some in the notes that we're able to raise them up high enough for the smaller versions to still get through. Right, so we'll want one line of iron coming up. And we'll want to... I can make this really tight by using the lifts. I believe they are pretty... they're 8 each, so they can be pretty expensive. But for like neatness and tidiness, the lifts are good. They're just a bit expensive. So let's get in our assembly, and we want to leave a 2 gap for the lift, and we're going to leave 1 gap on the side. Might regret that later. And then we copy the other side, and these will be our machine parts. So that is going to be those, and that's going to be our machine parts. So let's plumb this in. I'm going to leave room for a fifth. And then I'm going to have... Okay, that will fit. So I got to get the other resources over here. I'm going to see first. That should be fine. That is going to be wood. Let's get the lifts in. Flat lift. Is the right way? Yep. And then raise that up by 1. And if I take it from here, yeah, that should be enough. And this needs to go to here. Needs to go back. Right. Can I please get this? Okay, it works like that way. I don't think I'll ever need more than 5, basically. With the upgraded assemblies, I don't think I'll ever need to go up any higher than that. So, storage. 1, 2. See, I want that lined up because my OCD is going to kill me. So that's going to be our construction part 1. I need that to go like that. That's it. I need to press F for to avoid the port avoidance, so that it just ignores it. That's how you get past that. Now next will be Mark 2. Now do I leave... This only needs 1 other item. I'm not going to build all 4 of these. I'm just laying them out so I can see where my belts are going. Probably gonna have a maximum of 2 for now. And then we'll need a storage box for these guys as well. Reject single load and go and stockpile for me, please. We want storage on this end as well for our machine parts. Or mechanical parts. Problem is though, I can't spell mechanical. Mechanical. Can I? No, I can't. Mechanical parts storage. Parts with a small a would be nice. Alright, let's now get so I don't know if anything actually else needs copper early on. I don't think there is. I'm probably going to be wrong with that, but so these guys need rubber. %. Electronics storage. I want to copy that alert over. So this needs rubber, so let's I'll take it from that one. Let's put an alert on. How are we doing for fuel? Fuel's now resettled itself nicely, so that's good. That's all caught up. Not enough housing. Really? Let me pause the amount of people that are coming in. I don't want. I need to keep an eye on that. They want to overcrowd. Right, let's play at normal speed now. Right, so sort of modular. I don't think I'll ever need any more of these assemblers, up to 5 maybe. I wouldn't think it would ever need to go any further than that. So let's get all of this built. And you are full of iron, so gonna plan. Some extra storage. For the likes of you guys. Once this first section is built, I can get rid of this and then move everything over. So once we get into concrete, we'll need sand. Sand's gonna be another thing, so we'll go along and take up this beach. Let's take it there. Sand, dirt, rock. Right, let's get this all constructed. Not you two. Keep you down to 1. Tree harvester has no trees. There's definitely trees. Dig out this area, take out these trees. I mean, take them all out. You know, we'll be setting up plants eventually. Plants, forests, forest locations. They cut away the trees I wanted for the farmland, the majority of it. Yeah, I'm going to get these alerts until supplies can come up this way. I'm going to tell them to get really busy now to send everything over. We want to upgrade one of those, upgrade one of those, upgrade one of them. You can unpause and we'll not upgrade you because you're not built. Alright, these should be all deconstructing. Yep, that's going. That'll be gone. As soon as resources can be moved up there, they'll get rid of them. Research is done. Want to be looking at heading towards power at some point, but we also need to get our port done as well. Let's just get more automation done and out of the way. Concrete, it's not going to keep up now, not with all these. No way will it able to keep up. No, I can't access my blueprints because I need the captain's office. But I pretty much remember how I set up the concrete production, so we definitely need to get some more materials built first before that ever happens. How are we doing for oil? We're at 87%, so we're not doing too bad. Basically, it's going to be a race before the oil runs out, or I consume too much for vehicles. I mean, I could use the captain's office to reduce the amount. Yeah, I know this is in the way, but we're not going to be expanding the furnace array for quite a while, so in the meantime, I'll actually just move that. Move that down there, and we'll also need a control tower. Set up a ramp going down. Please have it flat. Thank you. No, no. Alright, that is not being built because I can't get the... Can you pull that, please? Can I get this onto high, please? So you go and build something else. Mate, I asked that to be built first. Anyway, concrete production. Could probably... We've got to deal with steel smelting at some point, so I kind of want to put this in a place, and I can't put it up here because this is where the construction parts are going to be built. I mean, this could be all just temporary anyway, and I just move everything else about. Yeah, I'm going to put it here then. Thank you. Well, I wasn't trying to build then. So one next is sand. So we're going to be taking that recipe. And I'm going to make it easier and just get it lifted up. That needs to go up. By another one. Oh yeah, we have paused that. I was wondering if I paused the beacon, letting it run. I'm gonna pause you. Just let just the one run so that and pause that as well. Yeah, because we do need construction part 1, so you deliver items, please. While I'm waiting. Right, now we'll need the rotary kiln, or however you pronounce it. So this is only going to be good for the Mark 1. The Mark 2... I think it's... So it's 1 to 2, and I'm guessing... Where is the Mark 2 gone? I don't know where it's gone in the new layout. Construction 2. Is that not a rotary kiln level 2 then? I guess there isn't a level 2 kiln. Interesting. Basically it'd be 1-to-1 then, wouldn't it? So what you do is you just budget over. I mean, when we get to that point we can just budge them over. Well, if we did that, for example, then yes, we can do that. So this can be upgraded later on. And we just need to delete the things afterwards. Right, now I need this slag. So I always find this a little bit generally a little bit hard to get the crushers in a good location that I can expand them. Because we need to get that one in first. Can I get a join here? I can. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be expandable. that one level too high? I think it was one level too high. Usually these ones take 9. Which is 18, so technically I don't need to build this one just yet. No, what? $36. Yeah, I do need. Sorry, I miscalculated there. I need that extra one. While this is still being designed, I can repair the shipyard now. I haven't given enough room, have I? I need 3. That's the only thing that's not going to be modular, is I can put another 2 of these in, but if I want to expand it, I'll need to move the actual storage of the limestone coal down. But if I upgrade these, we'll see how much they take. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, this is the only thing that's not going to be modular for this section. There's our concrete. Sands, and this is going to be coal. Let's load the crew and explore our first. Not enough fuel. Yoink. Let that get delivered. Right, let's unpause this so that we can get some more is we'll upgrade him to be a bit faster. 54 people should be fine. We need to get our sand him built. And then get excavator and 2 trucks. Build some more trucks. Yeah, he has to go through some rock first, but so be it. Get that nice and flat, and it'll be a nice ramp then going into the side of the sand. Alright, you should be full, I think. Let's go and explore our first location, see if we're lucky. Right, I think this should be good to go. I want concrete, I can then plumb it down here to here, path it over into there. That's fine. Let's get this built. Won't have the resources for it, but we'll get concrete going. Collect rewards. Let's see what we got. We got the oil rig straight off the bat. Nice. Let's see if we can find a ship. We also need water in here. I just remembered. I'm gonna put water over here for now until we've got a better source of water coming in. I know this is in the way of steel, but for now it should be fine. There we go, some kind of actually, can they actually, they have to drive all the way around just to get to these chambers now, I just realised. Okay, didn't find a boat. We did find us some resources. I mean, I could have paused this section here bit late for that now. They're all consuming all the resources. Right, let's boost you. Boost you. Get some construction parts for me, please. How are we doing for bricks? We've got none. So that's probably why everything is slowed down. I don't know how many. 500 and... That'll do. Right, well that's still constructing. That's our concrete production nearly done. We do have concrete powder available to us, so we'll pause the kilns for now. And let the other stuff build. And what we can do is get rid of this lot. For some extra construction parts. It's already marked it. Okay, we've got slag already going in, which is good. Obviously this guy needs to get down to the sand level before we can construct anything. I mean, I could tell him to get sand now, but I kind of want him to get this ramp sorted out first. don't want him to get stuck, that's all. Give this a priority of 8 to make sure the slag that's actually not priority 8, but don't dump slag for now. And that should import it for sure here until get an alert on there, and I can just then tell them to dump it. Don't think I'll need. Yeah, I think that's pretty much done. Apart from the kilns, they can wait because we have a stockpile of cement. I've got 60 in reserve, which can get the initial starting of the concrete starting to be produced. I'm surprised they haven't actually. Oh yeah, we're waiting on sand. We'll get there soon enough. Do we have any other diggy boys? We do. Get him to do some sand, and then this thing will start cracking on. Right, on that note, there's our concrete. As I said, we'll get these built when we've got the parts. I think we're out of concrete at the moment. That's what we're waiting for. Yeah. So once the sand starts coming in, the concrete production will start, and there we have it. These will go eventually, because we don't want the rain collectors constantly there. We'll have proper water distillation, or whatever it's called, desalination, desalination, I think it's called, down here. So next episode we're probably going to be working on getting research 1 on the way, and to get into advanced diesel and into power, so we can start getting our own power going. So basic desalination, the power generation 2, advanced diesel, and then anything else that I want to crack on. It sounds like my concrete mixers are starting up. So yeah, on that note, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.